Sean, you must be really pleased with the way your side fought on there and got that crucial equaliser in the second half display you deserved it.
Yeah, I think second half particularly. I wasn't over questioning the first half. I thought apart from a soft goal, good goal from their point of view, a soft goal from our point of view, I thought it was a pretty decent performance. But at half time I mentioned about that edge and how we turned that into a winning performance, and I thought the second half was a very valid attempt to do that. We didn't get the win, but we get a good point on the road in the Premier League is always important. And a penalty, of course, we've only had one this season. Should have had another one Saturday, didn't get that, and I don't know why they have to look at that 100 times. I'm absolutely bizarre, I think, because I've seen it back and it's like it gets given straight away. But anyways, they did get to the right decision, so we're pleased with that, and Dom put it away, so I'm pleased with him as well.
You waited that long to get up enough to with the nerves as to over the ball.
Well, I fancied Dom to score, but I was more nervous for the fact how long it took to get one. I was like, because we can't get them. So we didn't get one Saturday, and you're thinking, not again, surely. But anyway, once he was standing up there, I fancied him to score, and I'm pleased he did.
And how important for him as well to end his goal drought? He's not scored since the end of October. How good's that for the run for him in terms of?
Yeah, I mean, yourself, there might be a pure goal, but sometimes it starts you off with a penalty. It could be one that just hits you and goes in. He's had a couple of them that were taken away from him when they were more or less in the old money. They would have just said it was his goal. But yeah, I mean, it changes the noise around him. He's been working hard. Better, I thought, worked hard as well. We're asking a lot of them to at the moment, but I thought they did, and he deserves the fact that he's keeping at it. But it must have been a nervous penalty for him as well. But like you say, there's a lot of noise about haven't scored, you haven't done this, you haven't done that. But I thought he delivered it well.
Thanks, Sean. Recent weeks' results have been difficult. People like myself in question the resilience of this side. Could there been any further from the truth today that last half hour? And must be pleased with them the way that they didn't let their heads drop against in a difficult place to come against a difficult side. They deserve that.
Yeah, and before the game, I showed her some clips of what it can feel like a long time ago, but it wasn't. When we're winning games freely, keeping clean sheets, scoring goals. No one's questioning anything, and suddenly you get on that run and it just sneaks up on you and you haven't won, and then the noise changes. And I said, it wasn't that long ago when we were playing like we did second half with that edge. You're right, you can smell it. It's that weird thing about life when you see a team playing like that. There's just that feel when you think, yeah, they're handy. They're going to get a goal or they're going to do whatever. And then I could sense that second half, and I think everyone could, and that's pleasing. But it's pleasing for the whole squad, because we made changes. Sometimes for freshness, you've got people working very hard despite the run. It's an awkward run, of course, but they're still working really hard, and we ask a lot of them. So I was pleased with the changes, but also the people who came back on the game. I thought Jimmy Garner was excellent when he came on, after a rest, and he needed a break. I spoke to him about it. I said, look, I think you do need it. Shane needed a break because he's just played 3 in a week after 10 weeks, so that was a risk. We can't keep getting people injured. So there's a lot of people who have played their part tonight, and I think that's important.
Say, how satisfied were you with the result of both players? You dropped out the first team from that starting line from the weekend, but came in and they made a difference when they came on, like James Gardner and Dominic, Lewin.
Yeah, and on Andre as well, and yeah. Look, I mean, it's a squad mentality. We've been trying to build that for a long time since I've been at the club. Really, I reminded him of that and how important it is. Be the person that makes a difference, as I always say to him, and it rubs off. And I thought second half particularly, it looked like everyone's making a difference. The team that started and also the subs, everyone's trying to make a difference, and that's the feeling we've got to maintain. We've got to keep on with that and find that consistency to keep taking these games on, and then wins will come. Yeah, I mean, he got quite a healthy reception, I thought. So it was good for him. It's good, and I thought he handled it well, and I thought his decision-making was good, and a couple of really good saves. Even though he's a top keeper, they're still decent saves.
Any further questions, guys?
Thanks, everyone.
Yes.